Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to do data-driven framework using QTP. This is going to be a little bit long video because it's very advanced level QTP. So before we start data-driven framework, I need to set up something in my computer. Like I create a new folder name I'm going to give like data-driven framework. So in the folder I'm gonna create few folder. Like first folder I'm gonna create, I need a function, so I'm gonna create one folder for function. I need to save object repository, so I'm gonna create another folder for object repository OR. And I might need to save my test script, so I'm gonna create a folder for test script. And I will have some data in the Excel sheet, so it will be under this folder. And at the end, whatever others, for others I need to have another folder others. So I already have Excel sheet already there. So I'm gonna automate application today. The application name is calculator.net. So I'm gonna show you the application first. Okay, calculator.net. In the calculator.net, in the home page, I need to click on mortgage calculator because I'm gonna automate the mortgage calculator. Okay, so this is the application I'm gonna automate, but here a lot of objects here, but I'm not gonna automate everything. I'm gonna calculate mortgage amount. So here available 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 different objects. Okay, I'm not gonna automate all 12s. I need home price, which is this one, down payment, loan term, interest rate, property taxes, and start date month, start date year, and calculate buttons. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 objects I need from here. And the page is another object, so it's 9, and the browser is another object, parent object is 10. So altogether 10 objects I need to do automate. So first of all, I'm gonna add those objects in the object repository first. I'm not doing record and playback. I'm gonna add those objects in the object repository. So how? So I'm gonna click on the add button and click on the first object. I need home price, click on that, and you see the C house price, the name. So I'm gonna add. Before we start, let's make whole object repository empty, so it will be easy for you. Just a second. Okay guys, so I'm gonna add objects in the object repository. So I'm gonna open the object repository. Now my object repository is empty, so I want to add first this home price. Yes, this home price get here listed under browser and page. So browser gonna be add automatically and page gonna be add automatically. You see that? Browser, page, and the house price. I need second one. See down payment, nice. And third one, loan term, nice. Fourth one, interest rate, added. Fifth, property tax, added. This month, so is a web list, is a month, added. And year, added. And calculate button, added. Alright, so I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 objects altogether. Okay, you can see the mortgage calculator. You can change the name, up to you. You can customize the name. Like mortgage calculator is a big name, it could be much bigger name also, so you have to change it. So browser, I'm changing to browser, like make smaller. And page name, I'm gonna change to page. And house price, I'm gonna change to like h price, h underscore price. And then down payment, C down payment, I'm gonna change to dpay. And see interest rate, I'm gonna change to I rate, I underscore rate, making smaller. Loan term, I'm gonna change to L term. Property tax, I'm gonna change to P taxes. C start year, I'm gonna change to S year. C start month, I'm gonna change to S month. And calculate is a button, so it's fine. And this is a page I need to change. There you go. So everything gets changed and smaller, right? Now I can use I can create the script. Okay, so before previous some videos I showed how to do record and playback, how to do descriptive programming. But today I'm gonna show you easiest way to create the script. Look, first of all, I'm gonna do house price. This script I need, right? Descriptive programming. So just house price, drag and drop here. You see that script is created. Second one, I need down payment. So just click and drop there, drag and drop. And then after down payment, I'm gonna do, if you forget what you're gonna do after that, you can look at it. After down payment is loan term and then interest rate. So and then I need loan term, L term, drag and drop. And then interest rate, I rate, drag and drop. And then property tax. How I know? Because after interest rate I need the property tax, and then start month, start year. Okay, property is done, and start month after that, and start year, and then calculate button. You see that my script is created, done. Isn't that easy? I guess it's the easiest way. It's called cheating system. So you're gonna use the cheating system in your real life office also, don't worry. So my script is created, the value is not created yet. Okay, so I'm gonna set a value for down payment. House price, I'm gonna set like $250,000. And then down payment, I'm gonna give down payment that like 15%. And loan term, how many years? Like 20 years. And then interest rate gonna be like 3.8%. You don't need the percent sign. Property tax gonna be like 1.5%. As month, okay, this is important. This is a web list. From the web list you're gonna select, so you cannot set, you have to select. It should be exactly how the way they have written, like they have written MON structure, that means MON, that means January, JAN, FEB, MAR, but the first letter is capital. Okay, so you have to follow that exactly. So like March, M capital AR. And then year, you can insert any year, like 2016 I'm gonna buy, so 2016. And at the end, calculate, you're just clicking on it. So it's done. So just run it. Let's debug F11. Yes, it's changed. 15, 20, 38, March 2016, and click. So this is the new payment, $126.54 a month. Oh wow, really? It's crazy. Okay, why? Because I put the home price 25,000 only. It's very cheap. Okay, so now I want to open the browser and page using QTP. So I have to write a code. First, system util.run. I have to give the path of the application. What is the path? I have the path in here in the Excel sheet. So in the test case, you see that this is the path I created. Like in the when you're gonna do testing, they will provide this path. Don't worry, they will provide it. They will provide the path. So you're gonna copy that path, Control C, and Control V here, and quotation. Okay, but you can get the part from here also, like calculator.net, and then mortgage calculator, and this is the path. You can copy from here, copy and paste here, right? Okay, but before the path you have to give which browser, right? So browser, I'm gonna use iexplore.exe, right? And quotation close and comma and the page path, right? So if I close my page right now, no problem, QTP gonna open it. So if I run right now, QTP gonna open the page, browser and the page, and then QTP gonna execute. QTP opening the page. There we go. Nice. So it ran very well. So look, right now my Internet Explorer is there, but the page is there, right? I'm gonna create the first line as a function, so I don't have to write this line every time. So I'm gonna create the function so I can use the function whenever I need. How? I'm gonna open, I'm gonna from drop down function library. So you see that library, I'm gonna write function and space, so and function gonna be created. I'm gonna give the function name like open underscore app, and I'm gonna give okay, here I'm gonna copy the first line from here because I'm gonna create the function for that, right? Copy the first line and add here. Okay, so this is done, right? But I don't want to use this page. If I use this page all the time, if I run the function, this page will open. I cannot use different page for this function. So I want to make this now static, like my page already set up with that, but but I want to make dynamic, like I want to use this function to open any page. So what I'm gonna do, delete that. I'm gonna give a variable here, my page variable name, and I'm gonna tell here to whatever the value I'm gonna provide there, and system will open this page. So my page. So if I run here in the my page, if I give the value www.facebook.com, system will run open iExplore and then open Facebook. If I give the value youtube.com, system will run open youtube.com. If I give the value www.google.com, system will gonna run google.com. So this I can use for the multiple different page, right? So it's dynamic. Okay, so this is the function for open app. So I'm gonna save file, save as. I'm gonna save in the desktop. I already created some folder, data-driven framework, the folder for function. In the function folder, I'm gonna give the name open app and saved it and close it. Done. Now here in my test, instead of the whole line, I'm gonna write open app, and then I need to associate the function with this test, right? So file, settings, resources, associate the function I created. I need to associate that open app, that function I created, and apply. Okay, done. And I have to give what, instead of the my page, I have to give value what application I want to open. Now I want to give the path. What path? I want to give this path. I have the path written, right? You have to write it down somewhere. The path, this path. I want to open using the function this path. Control C, Control V with in quotation. Okay, so QTP gonna open this page, and then QTP gonna run, execute all those things in the page, right? Run it. I want to see. Yes, it's working. My function open the Internet Explorer, and my function is running the page first, and then in the page all the data are gonna be inserted. Here we go, 126. Just a second. Okay, so I add the function. Now, like, you guys have to open Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, you guys gonna create this kind of column, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. One for home price, one for down payment, one for loan term, interest rate, power tax, start date month, start date year, expected monthly payment. So this column name is independent. You can give any name. It should not be same like this one. It should be any name. Okay, so all those columns will have some data there, some data. So here in the script I inserted data, right? Now I don't want to insert data. I'm gonna assign variable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6 7 data is available. For 7 data I'm gonna assign 7 variables. So my first variable I'm gonna assign like home price, so home pretty. Okay, and then second variable I'm gonna assign down pay, or I can do like that. I can make similar like that, so I can write this kind of way. This is a variable, right? So V capital home price. So it's like similar that name, so it's easy to understand. And capital V I use that is a variable. So you can use any other different name, but I prefer that. V pay, V L term, V rate, V P taxes, V S month, V S year. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 variable assigned. Now I'm gonna declare a value. The value gonna be that. Cut equal paste. Cut equal paste. Cut you can do cut or copy, so I can copy also. Copy is faster. Control C, Control V, and this is the merge. Control C. Okay, 1.5 with taxes, tax, and last is year. Control C, Control V. So now I assign variable and I put all the values after variable. So instead of the value here, I'm gonna give the variable name. So first variable name should be exactly same. Is case sensitive. It should be exactly same. Copy. All about copy pasting, guys. L term. Instead of 20, I'm gonna paste L term. V rate. Instead of 33.8, I'm gonna assign rate. VP taxes. Instead of that, I'm gonna assign that. VP VS month. And VS year. Okay, so that's a sign. So let's debug to check is everything working properly or not. F11. So first I open my browser and page. Is opening. Okay, my page is open already, so now I'm gonna execute the rest of those line. I'm gonna assign those assigned variable. QTP gonna read first. So I can see in the debug viewer in the variable what QTP is reading. Yeah, QTP is read the VH price is 1 by 1 QTP read. Okay, now QTP gonna execute in the application those variables. done. First one, second one's done, third one's done, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8. Click. And I'm gonna see our actual value, actual monthly pay. Yeah, this is the monthly pay. Nice. So my script is working properly. Now instead of that values, I need a value from Excel sheet, because my client or project owner gave me some data here. It said run those data in the application and check those values, like expected monthly payment, are same or not, because after each time run, application gonna give me a monthly pay. And so this is the actual result, and I have my expected result in here. So if those are matched, then pass, otherwise fail. So I have to run those value in the QTP, right? So how I'm gonna run it? I have to write line for that, because I have to import all the data from the Excel sheet to my QTP data table. Where my QTP data table? This is my QTP data table, right? I have to import all the data from here to my QTP data table. So for that, QTP need to read all the data from here and then bring all the data to QTP data table. I have to write a method. What method I'm gonna write? Okay, before that, I'm gonna write a line first. Data table. I have to write before those variables, because when QTP gonna read this line, after that QTP gonna assign value here. So data table dot. So after I enter dot, QTP is giving me option. What do you want to do with the data table? In the data table, what do you want to do? I want to import something, right? So I have to select import sheet. I want to import sheet. Okay, and then QTP is giving me option that what is the file name, what file you want to import. Okay, now I know what the file name. This is the Excel file I'm gonna import. So what is my Excel file? My Excel file in here, right? Whatever in your computer, you're gonna right click on it, property, and you're gonna see the location. Control C. This is half of the location. After this location, you need the Excel file name. After the file name, you have to give the what kind of Excel type name. So I'm gonna copy that and paste it here, because I'm gonna give the file name, right? Control, it should be in quotation. After that is not complete location, so I have to go again, check that. I have to give the file name, backslash and file name dot. What kind of file is that? I know this is the XLS file. How I know? Because this 97 2003, any Excel sheet 97 to 2003 is XLS file. If more than 2003, newer than 2003, then it could be XLSX. So now this is XLS and quotation close. After that, what I'm gonna do, comma. I know this Excel sheet. In this Excel sheet, I have two sheets there, right? One is test case, one is test data. But I don't need the test case. I need to import only test data. So what's the number of the sheet? This is the second sheet, this is the first sheet. It could be multiple sheet. So now I need only the second sheet, right? So I have to give, after comma, you see that QTP is giving option VT source sheet. Source sheet is number 2 sheet, and then comma VT V destination sheet. So what is my destination sheet? My destination sheet is global, right? So I'm gonna write global because I'm gonna import in the QTP global here. So this is my destination, right? So this is the complete line. So when QTP gonna read line number 3, QTP gonna import all the data from the my Excel sheet to here in the QTP data table global sheet. Let's see that. Let's see. Let's put the stop sign because I don't want to run rest of this. I want to run only that part, only this. So debug from step. I want to see how QTP import the data. Can I see that data table? Oh no, it's not run. Why? Because my Excel file is still open. I have to close the Excel sheet before I run every time. So this one I'm gonna run again. Right click on it, debug, and F11. You see that all the data come here, right? I mean, I have 4 sets of data in Excel sheet, and 4 sets of data come here already. Nice. So it's working. Now I don't want to give the data like that. I want to tell to QTP that instead of the data, take the data from the global sheet, So I have to tell that, right? So how? So in the variable, data gonna come from data table, and from the data table, which column? I know which column. The column name, you have to give exactly the name you gave in the Excel sheet. Home price. So copy that and paste it here. Home price. But which sheet? Is a global sheet, right? From the global sheet, data table global sheet, right? Yes. So comma DT global sheet, and then parenthesis close. So every line you're gonna write same like that. So just copy and paste, copy and paste, because all the data gonna come from this data table global sheet, right? Maybe different column, that I have to change the column maybe, or same data table. Okay, so now all the columns name are not same. It's gonna come different column, right? I don't know what's the second column. Let's see what's the second column. Okay, my second column is down payment, down underscore payment. It is case sensitive, so you have to be careful with that. The name should be exactly whatever they written in the Excel sheet. Otherwise, QTP gonna say I don't find the column name. Column name is not exist. Okay, after that gonna be after long term interest rate. Okay, rate is R is capital. Yeah, I'm just reading from here and writing. You can copy paste also. Okay, and last one, start date year. I have to make sure exactly this is correct or not. No. Start date year. Okay, that's it. So instead of the value, I say that. Okay. Now I'm gonna debug. for the debug, in the settings you have to make sure the run on all rows is by default selected. That always select run one iteration only. Okay, now I'm gonna run, but before run I need to close the application, otherwise it's gonna be duplicate. So QTP open the application, QTP get the data from the Excel sheet and I'm gonna apply here. Oh, it's done already. Nice. The result $1,497.36 is done. Okay, so it's done once, right? But in my Excel sheet I have 4 sets of data. It's supposed to run 4 times. That's correct, right? 4 times, but I'm not getting 4 times data. Let's do one thing first. I'm getting a value here, right? Monthly pay. This is my actual result. What is my expected result? My expected result is here in the Excel sheet. This is my expected result, 1497.36. So I guess this match, right? My actual result and my expected result. Yeah, this is match, but I didn't get any result from the QTP, that is pass or fail, right? So to know this is a pass or fail or not, I need to compare the result. So how to compare it? Whatever the data come here in the result, actual result, I have to take the value. I have to take that value, and then I have to take the value from the Excel sheet, and then both I have to compare it. If both are same, then it's gonna pass. If not same, it's gonna fail. So how I'm gonna take the value from the application, because this application is called runtime object, runtime application. Okay guys, so I'm gonna take this runtime object property, because every time I run the application I get this result, right? And different result, but I know until monthly pay here in the column is the same, and after that this number get different, right? Okay, but this is a runtime object. That means after I run the application I get this object, right? This result. So it's called runtime object property. I'm gonna take this runtime object property to compare the expected result and actual result. How I'm gonna do it? So I'm gonna assign another variable like actual monthly pay is what? Is under browser page dot, I need to spy. I don't know what kind of object is that. So I need to spy it. How I'm going to spy? Using object spy. Oh, it's right behind that. So I guess this is the object. This is the web element, and the class name is web element. So I can use web element, right? And then what properties I'm going to use for that, because the web element for QTP is going to be tough to identify this object, so you have to use multiple property. I'm going to use class, which is h2 result. I'm going to use HTML tag, which is HT. I'm going to take inner text, which is monthly pay, and but after that I'm going to do regular expression, because after monthly pay this number is frequently changing, right? So I'm going to use dot star for that only. So this is web element, and then property, right? First property I'm going to use HTML tag. What is the value of the HTML tag? Colon equal, I don't know, let's spy it. HTML tag is h2. Another one is class h2 result. I'm going to use that also. Okay, h2 comma quotation close comma quotation open. Another one is class colon equal, and then this is quotation close comma. I'm going to use another one which is spy again, and in the other property inner text which is monthly pay. This is copy inner text colon equal that, but I know this number is gonna be keep changing, so I'm gonna use dot star regular expression and quotation close and parenthesis close. What I'm gonna do with this object, I'm gonna take the property, right? So I'm gonna use get, you see that, get arrow property, that means get runtime object property. So I'm gonna select that, and they're gonna say which property you're gonna take. I'm gonna take inner text. Why I'm gonna take inner text? Because look, I need this inner text, or I need outer text, anyone I can take, because I need this monthly pay and I need this number. Okay, so that's all. So let's run once. Okay, so I get the result 1497.36. QTP ran that, but I don't see any results, so I need to add print to see what is the value actually. Print this. Print this actually. So if I print it, if I run it, yes, you see that I get the result from the print. In the print, monthly pay $1,497.36. That's correct. Now I want to compare. I want to compare with this payment and my expected monthly payment. But expected monthly payment gonna come from where? In my Excel sheet. So I have to write it down in the variable expected. I don't know, I have to write exactly the same I have written in the Excel sheet. So I have to follow the Excel sheet. I have to open the Excel sheet. Here. Expected monthly pay. This is the column name I need. So expected monthly pay gonna come from data table and from this column and comma dt global sheet right? It's gonna come from there, and then QTP gonna compare this value and this value, that means expected result and actual result, and then QTP gonna tell you this is pass or fail. But I have to give a checkpoint, right? If else, if this value actual pay is inside and this one expected pay is same, quotation, I mean parenthesis. I have to write here before that INSTR. That means if this value inside this value, then pass. That means the actual if the expected result and the actual result is same, then is pass. Print pass, else print fail. Okay, so let's run once. Let's see. Before that, I have to close the Excel sheet. I have to close the application and run. See. Okay. Okay, this is pass because 1497.36 are my expected and this is actual, so both are same, that means pass. But I want to run 4 times because my Excel sheet has a 4 sets of data, right? So I need to loop 4 times and then I need 4 different results, right? Okay, so I need to loop and from here from line number 5. But data QTP gonna import the data once and then QTP gonna loop 4 times. So I have to say for space next gonna be all the way in the end. Okay, I have to give the how many time I want to loop. I want to loop I iterate 1 2 n time, because I don't know how many data. It could be there 1,000 data, could be 10,000, could be million data, so I don't know how many times. So I said 1 to n. What the n mean? N means n equal data table. N is a variable. Data table get row count. That's it. N means data table get row count. So whatever the row available there, QTP gonna run from 1 to n times. So if there is 10 rows, QTP gonna go for 1 to 10. If there is 100 rows, QTP gonna go for 1 to 100. So now I have 4, right? So good. QTP gonna read how many rows there, and then QTP gonna run 1 to that many row. At the end, before next, I have to say that go to the next row. I have to say that. So I'm gonna add data table dot dot set next row. So it's gonna go for the next row. That's it. And before that I have to close the browser because Otherwise QTP gonna open the browser again. So this browser, close. Okay, so let's run it. Let's see how many times QTP gonna run it. It's supposed to run 4 times and give me 4 results. One time is done, is going for the second time. I can see my print log. Something is going on for the second time. I know what's going on. It's not running. You know why? It's looping from here, right? Line number 6. But I said close the application, so but open application in line number 1. So I made a little mistake. QTP close the application, but QTP cannot read for the second time open the application. So what I'm gonna do, I gonna delete the closed application. QTP gonna open the application once. Okay, so close that and run again. If every time close the application is under loop, I have to say open application is under loop also, otherwise it's not gonna work. I got the results, going for the second one. Nice. Third time is done, fourth time done. Alright, so I can see my result here. First one is pass, second one is pass, third one pass, fourth one is pass. So no fail, right? I want to make one fail. How? Just I want to add data, like I'm gonna change I'm gonna copy that line number, this, and paste here. Okay, so this should be the same result, right? I'm changing the result to 16217. Like 1 1. Why is not taking? Like this result I'm gonna copy and paste there. So I got wrong result. It's supposed to be 1671, right? So let's see what QTP give me. So save it and close it. So last result should be fail. I'm gonna run again. It's running for the first time. Pass. Pass. Second one is also pass. Third one supposed to be pass. and pass. Fourth one is pass also. And pass. Fifth one is gonna be fail. I expect it. And it's fail. That's perfect. Perfect. So what I'm gonna see, if I wanna see the result in QTP result sheet, I'm gonna see this is one pass. Oh, on a system it will pass. Other everything is no result. I'm done, I guess, right? Yeah, done. But I need to see the result. I need to see this is pass or fail or not in the result sheet, right? So you guys know what you have to do, right? All the print should be reported at report event. So this print should be comment, and then it's gonna be reporter dot report event, right? And then this is the pass status, so it's gonna be mig pass, and comma, I have to give the status name is pass status, comma, I have to give the details like oh, this should be in quotation and red color, not the whole thing, and details should be quotation, my expected and actual match, so it's pass. Alright, so and this one gonna be comment also. Instead of that, I'm gonna use reporter or report event because I want to see the result on result sheet, right? Reporter dot report event, and this is the phase status, and what is the name of the status? Phase status, and details like expected and actual not matched, so it's fail. So it's done. So, and what else? I want to do one more thing. All the variables I assigned I did not declare in a dim, so it's good practice to declare all the variables in the dim. So first dim is this one, comma, this one, comma, and this one. So I'm declaring variable, right, in a dim. It's good practice to use the dim declare variable. Without declaring variable is working properly, that's fine, but if I use option explicit, then I have to use dim. So I'm gonna use option explicit because if my script is too long, then if any errors there, is gonna be too hard to find the error. So I need get help from option explicit. So that's why I'm declaring all the variable. Just copy and paste there. It should be exactly the same thing, otherwise QTP gonna be confused. What else? This is also a variable. Every variable I have to declare. I have more variable in the bottom. N is a variable, so I is a variable, and at the end I guess actual MP, this is a variable. That's all the variables maybe I used. So was the variable, and I'm gonna use option explicit in the beginning, option explicit, and I'm gonna use, before option explicit, I'm gonna use error handling. If any error comes, that my script's supposed to not stop, so on error resume next. And at the end, and I want to add a comment, all those things, because in real scripting you have to add comments, like using the 4 lines. What I'm going to do, open application, so this is a comment, and this is a variables, declaring variables. So if you use all those comments, people gonna understand what you have doing. This line, what I have done, importing data from Excel, Control M, and what I have done here, looping data table, and what else, this is for checking actual monthly pay from runtime object. So if someone read my script, they will understand what I have done, right? And here I have done I use that to run to read next row of data table. That's it. And at the end, before I use the error handling, I want to see the error at the end, so I want to add another line, like if err dot number greater equal, that means not equal 0, then not equal 0, then print error happen, else print no error. And I want to see the error description also, so err dot description. That's all so much. So far that's all. So the script looks like so complicated, but you know how I created, step by step I created slowly from the beginning. So this is for script body. And those are those script variables. Let's run for the final time. Okay. Say the test cannot run, continue data syntax error. Line 1, option explicit. So maybe the option explicit gonna be top of that. Let's try it. I don't know. Let's try it. Yeah. So option explicit should be at the beginning. So I can see there is error happen already. Variable is undefined. Okay, so which variable is undefined? Is error happen, right? It's done already once. Which variable is undefined? I'm sorry, I just delete the error. I have to know which line is a problem, which variable is a problem. Okay, so variable is undefined, but I don't know which variable. So on errorism next, Control M, because I want to see the problem. Okay, so here is the problem. This global is variable. Okay, so I have to define this variable where? In the dim. Alright, let's run it. It's going smooth so far for first time, and it's gonna go for the second time also. I'm not gonna see the result in the print, I'm gonna see the result in the result box in the QTP. First time is done. Okay, I just see that monthly pay. What is the monthly pay? But I didn't see that it's pass or fail. But if it's pass or fail, I'm gonna see in the result box. 2 times done, 3 times done, 4 times. Four times done, and is going for the last time. Alright, so on the end I know that there is no error, so that's my script is perfectly ran. I want to see the result at the end. System image is pass, and this is pass, this is pass, this is pass, this is pass, and this is fail. Expected and actual not matched, so it's fail. That's perfect. That's what I'm looking for, right? So that's all, guys. I'm gonna send you the script, so you will have the script, and then watch the video carefully, slowly, and then create the script. If you know that, you will be really good in automation, data-driven framework. So that's all pretty much. I will come back later with the new stuff. Thank you so much. Bye bye.